welcome. We are back with another episode of the Tulane Green Wave Dynasty. You didn't catch me last time. We lost to Kansas State. So the Green Wave are now 101 on the season. Kansas State had don't want to make too many excuses, but had some things go their way. But we also, struggled to stop them running the ball. We turned the ball over inside the red zone. They just have made a couple of really big plays on us. We made several mistakes on our end, but it was a super exciting game. Please go check that one out and leave me some feedback on things that I can improve on. But yeah, we're back, and it's the first road game of the Dynasty. We're going to take on an Oklahoma team that is definitely better than us with just a pretty decent chunk. So I got some things in mind of what I want to do. We really struggle to run the ball. Need to try to get that going here against Oklahoma. We'll see how well that works. We'll just we'll take a look at them and we'll get things rolling. I think I'm gonna just look at this like statistically, because it will show overalls and stuff on the right, so we can kind of get a look at the team. But Dylan Gabriel was their starting quarterback last year. He is now transferred to Oregon. So they have Jackson Arnold, who is a very high, may have been a 5-star. Let me take a look. Yep, was a 5-star quarterback. Think really highly of him. I think he's excellent. I think he's going to be a great quarterback for them, both in the game and in real life. 85 overall, guys. See 4 scores, no picks on the season, completing the majority of his passes, but he hasn't really been asked to do a whole lot because this run game has been pretty balanced. Sawchuck here, super fast running back. Jackson Arnold's got some wheels himself. Taylor Tatum, super talented. I believe is the #1 running back in this past class, kind of consensusly. Really good player, super fast as well. And BB isn't the fastest guy, but is elusive. I think he's got like upper 80 speed, but good trio of running backs there. Sawchuck is definitely the main guy. You got Jalil Farouk, number 3 here is their top pass catching option. Andrew Anthony, another senior that is producing for them. But you see, just not really a whole lot of passing volume going around. So we got Jake Roberts at tight end. Got Nick Anderson, who is I'm very high on in real life. I think he averaged a little over like 22 yards a catch or something in real life. Really good speed. I don't know what will show up as far as him ratings wise, but he is not as fast as I would have thought, but is a deep threat for them, which is something we struggled with when it came to Kansas State. They busted a couple big plays on us. Let's take a look at the blocking. Sort this by downs played. Looks like their offensive line is better than Kansas State's, who gave us a lot of fits. 80s across the board there, with a couple 81s right here. But yeah, this kind of worries me coming off the Kansas State game. We got Woody Washington is leading them in tackles. Des Malone, so 2 corners leading in tackles there. Kip Lewis here as a pass coverage outside linebacker. Jaron Kanak as another pass coverage linebacker, kind of leading the way. Let's see what's going on tackle for loss wise. You got Kanak, you got Ethan Downs, a senior there at right end. Woody Washington again making plays. Billy Bowman as a strong safety does have a tackle for loss. They've only got 1 sack on the season, coming from David Stone, a freshman, 79 overall, really good player there. They have picked off 3 passes, and 2 of them being from Kip Lewis, the other one being from Woody Washington, who is just off to a really good start this year. So we'll just do a quick glance at the kind of the results and stuff that they've had so far. Let's see if I can. They are at 2-0. We're actually too close. And so we'll kind of see what they've got going on, and we'll just jump right into it. Kind of doing recruiting off screen for right now. I'll let y'all know if there's any major updates, but kind of trying to find some kind of off the range guys right now, because we've been hit with a couple of recruits I started off with have been looking like they're either going to commit elsewhere, just not having enough points to kind of throw at them against some bigger schools. So Oklahoma beat Temple 46-22, and then beat Houston in a tough matchup there, 22-14. So yeah, they haven't been crazy good so far, but again, you know, they play us and then they jump into SEC play for the first time, so that's a little definitely going to take some change. But yeah, I think we just go ahead and jump into this one, and you know, just let's see what we can do. We're just going to go with the basic away uniforms. Not going to, for the first away game of the year, not going to shake anything up. Norman, Oklahoma, seeing the crowd noise with, you know, with Ty Thompson, seeing how that affects his number 30 with the blue hair, it looks like right there. The Sooners come out. I think that this is going to be a game where we have to try to, you know, control the clock, safe passes, let's not turn the ball over. Obviously, you want to do that ever, but, you know, take our shots maybe if one is really there, but this is a team that is clearly a step up for us, right? We are pretty much even with Kansas State. We're a slightly better team than them because of the offense, but we were not able to run the ball. Put a lot on Ty Thompson, who threw for almost 500 yards and just wasn't enough. Defense is really going to have to step up in this one. Oklahoma kicks it away. We have got we are bringing it up. I believe that's Rogers. He gets it close to the 20. I'm having a really hard time breaking some of these plays, but yeah, Mario Williams had a really good game last week. Had over 100 yards. Had a late score from about 45 yards out to give Tulane a chance to kick an onside kick to try to get the ball back, but they were unsuccessful. And yeah, let's see what Ty Thompson and this offense has got. Mekhi Hughes there with him. See the play yard is already scrambled. This seventh ranked stadium and crowd here. Mekhi Hughes gets the ball first, on the first play, and we are off officially. Really worried kind of to see how this one plays out. Ty Thompson, he takes the snap. He's going to dump that one down to Preston. Probably could have kept running. Was a little worried about the cornerback there. But gets us in a third and manageable. And let's see what Ty Thompson and this offense comes up with to try to get the first down here. Definitely do not want to start with you know, with a 3 and out. And he does find Preston. Big play. Preston has been a huge part of this offense so far this year. 11 catches, 168 yards, and a touchdown last week. I mean, he has just been an excellent contributor to this offense so far. Ty Thompson in the shotgun. Hughes to his left. He hands it off. Hughes. Oh, we got good run blocking. Really nice to see after Hughes just had a dreadful day last week against Kansas State. They just did not give him any rushing room at all. Clayton Johnson had a pretty decent game. Probably could have given him the ball a little bit more as things just weren't really working out for Hughes. But Hughes does get wrapped up in the backfield there, or at least gets back roughly to the line of scrimmage. That is Kip Lewis on the tackle. Now let's see again what we have. It's going to be hard to try to throw the ball, which is a big part of how I play the game. When you can't, you know, see what the guy's buttons are and get the ball out to Hughes. And again, we have a 3rd and 7. Let's see if Ty Thompson and this offense can really do anything, and the crowd noise is really affecting him. He takes the snap. He's going to dump that down to Preston, who drops it, gets hit, gets nudged by the quarterback there and drops it, but it's a good on-target pass. And after it was Brown last week that really struggled with catching the ball, number 6, was able to get away there on the punt. Brown had a couple of drops last week that also really affected us. One was on a crucial 3rd down. But this is the matchup apparently to watch here. Deion Burks possesses good speed. The defense got really beat up last week as Kansas State ran the ball a whole lot. Let's see what Jackson Arnold does here. His first snap, it is a play action. The defense, it's almost got to be a hold as fast as that play happened, and it does look like it. Good start. Jackson Arnold a little off on the throw there, and it is now going to be, or legal man downfield, excuse me. So it's going to be accepted for Tulane, 1st and 15. Really worried, just trying to stop these speedy running backs. I'm not expecting Oklahoma to be as physical as what we saw last week from the Wildcats, but they do run the ball here, and he gets tripped up by Jesus Machado. We've got a defender down. I believe that was Ransall. Now it is a 2nd and 12. A good defensive stop there. Machado was able to get across the offensive line's face. Jackson Arnold takes the snap out of the shotgun. It's a power run. Good open field tackle there by Geiger. Let's see if both defenses can force a punt on the first possessions for each offense. It's a 3rd and 10. This is when you've got to get a stop here. This is just too big, and it's a sack. Guess who? Patrick Jenkins, who is doing everything he can to put this defense on his back early on. Just off to a really good start this year. Oklahoma is forced to punt. Mario Williams takes it. Doesn't have much running room there. Again, Mario Williams had a really good week last week. Tried to see if he can keep that up moving forward. Caleb Ramsall, let's see what we got. We'll put Despani in there for right now. And we have got Tulane's offense back out on the field. Ty Thompson, clock running down, puts it in motion. He hands it off to Brown. He tried to call an audible, but apparently that did not work, but he does somehow gain 1 yard there. Crowd noise is really going to affect Ty Thompson. Does not have a whole lot of experience. We talked to Coach Will Brown, and he really wanted to focus on getting this running game back on track here. We got Hughes to the right of Thompson. It's a carry, decent blocking. He's able to get through the hole. Gain of about 8 makes it a 3rd and manageable. I think this may be the time you see Clayton Johnson come out here, see if they can't utilize his slightly larger frame to get this first down here. Clayton Johnson's had a really good start to the year as the backup running back, splitting carries. Ty Thompson hands it off. Got a good push by the offensive line, enough to get them the first down. They're trying to get this crowd out of the game as early as possible. Ty Thompson takes the snap. Oklahoma tries to get pressure. He gets out to Johnson. Johnson's able to cut it upfield. Got good blocking. Ooh, and shoves off a would-be tackler. Gets it too close to the Oklahoma 40-yard line for a first down. Ty Thompson in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to try to dump that one over the head, and he gets it. That is a first down catch out to Preston. It's off to a really good start this year. Now it looks like we're going to see Hughes come back out. This is the kind of drive Tulane's looking for, being able to throw it. They've got the crowd a little quieter. They ran the ball when they've needed to, at least on this short possession. A little buck sweep action. Hughes just going to cut it up, not wasting time going east and west. He's already at 5 carries now for 25 yards. You will take that all day. Ty Thompson again lines up. Got Bowman to his right there at tight end. Hughes in the backfield. He takes the snap. He's going to dump that one down. Mario Williams gets it to a 3rd and inches. So this is what they're kind of looking to do in this game. It's easier said than done, but dink and dunk. Try to be as safe as they can. Try to control the clock. It's 3rd and inches. The crowd tries to come back alive. Ty Thompson hands it off. Hughes just continues to fall forward, is able to get the first down. I'm going to try to quiet this crowd once again. Crowd is not really, certainly did not look like they were expecting this. He gets that one out, gets knocked away by the free safety. And now we had a 2nd and long for the first time on this possession. We'll see how Ty Thompson and his defense reacts to this situation. Again, it's very hard for his receivers to hear him. He does take the snap here. He's going to dump the ball to Hughes. Hughes is unable to get around the defender there. Tackled in the open field. Where does this offense, again, the key thing is really just not turning the football over. Once the crowd starts getting involved here, it can definitely become a problem. He takes the snap. He dumps it off. Unable to get the first down there, though. We're going to get a field goal attempt for the Green Wave. Really affecting our kicker. And he misses it. Ray not unable to make that one, not the start that you wanted to. And now the defense, a little dejected, obviously. Have to see how they respond to this. Really nice play there by Grubbs. Was able to get the tackle, create a short gain. It is now 2nd and 7, and it's again a carry. Good blocking set up for Grubbs. Oh, he almost runs him down. The Sawchuck is able to break the tackle. He gets a first down, and this hurry-up offense is definitely a problem. We saw a lot of that from Kansas State last week while they were mixing up their looks. It's a 5-wide setup here. That's an easy completion. He is tackled by Machado, but he does get the first down. Tulane scrambles a little bit here defensively whenever they see this hurry up, and it's a run. He does get tackled there by Anderson, but it's a nice 4-yard gain. You're going to take that every day and twice on Sundays on first downs. Jackson continues to control the offense here, puts his receiver in motion. We'll see what look we got. It is a play action. He gets sacked. Anderson comes in off the edge. Now we have a 3rd and 12. Tulane trying to get off the field and salvage this after the missed field goal. And it's almost picked off. It is a first down. Machado almost gets the interception. He almost jumps it, but he misses it. Jackson Arnold with the risky pass, but is able to fit it in, and they get a first down. We're now very quickly at the end of the first quarter. The score is still 0-0. That would have been a huge opportunity for the Green Wave to get a turnover there, but it was not meant to be, as the Oklahoma Sooners and Jackson Arnold were able to convert. Got a different look here at running back, as I believe that is Tatum. That is an easy completion. Gain of 9. Harder to keep up with the players that are contributing here for Oklahoma with the fast play, but that was number 8. This is just a great call, but what a play by Huntington. I believe that was Huntington. That would have been a huge gain. If he does not make that play, there was a lot of green grass on the other side, and that's a nice whip route for the wide receiver, for the running back coming out of the backfield, was able to expose. That was Rogers, the best athlete probably on the entire defense at linebacker. And this is now a carry, and it's a nice tackle there by Machado. Not Machado, actually, number 38. But again, trying to still learn and figure out this team, and it's harder to do it when you got this speedy offense kind of going along. As that is a huge carry. I do believe that is Tatum. It takes it into the 2-yard line. That is Taylor Tatum, yes. Huge run, great blocking. They were able to get to the second level. Got Sawchuck back out there now. Let's see what Oklahoma decides to do. They do try to throw it, and that is a nice, easy touchdown. And the Sooners take a lead. After the missed field goal for Tulane, it looked like they had a little bit of momentum. The miss gives all the momentum right back to Oklahoma, and they take advantage and drive right down the field, take an early lead. That was Deion Burks on the touchdown. And Oklahoma trying to go up 7. Let's see if that is a roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
I turned that. essentially off unless we knock over the guy, because we've seen so many of those already early in this season. But early in the game, it's only been out like 5 days or something at this point. But Oklahoma gets to kick it off from the 50, and they knock it through the uprights. So you got to expect the crowd is going to be back into this game now. Can Tulane and Ty Thompson get things back going in a positive? He hands it off to Hughes. Hughes with a really nice carry. He tries to juke out the defender. Gain of about 13 there, though. That is quite the start. That's a good start to this drive. And I think you've had a lot of success throwing the football, but with the crowd noise, Ty Thompson, he's been excellent so far this year, right? But it's hard to trust him in this environment. Just not as battle tested as some other quarterbacks in the country. We now have a 2nd and 9. You can expect the crowd to get right back into it now. Harder to kind of pay attention to who these receivers are. That's a really good throw and a really good catch there for Preston. Already at 5 catches. He is just eating so far this year. He's been Ty Thompson's absolutely without any question his favorite target so far this year. Now let's see what they draw up here as a response. That ball is intercepted. Just not a good throw, not a good decision. Ty Thompson's 2nd interception of the year is going to give Oklahoma good field position. That was Kip Lewis on the interception. Tried to get the ball to Brown. Probably could have waited another second and have Brown get across the defense, but was not meant to be, as Jenkins with a nice tackle there to get Sawchuk down. It's a 2nd and 10. Again, Oklahoma with just this hurry up. It's another carry. He is set up for a big gain. He breaks a tackle. Finally gets brought down, but it's an easy 1st down run. Machado missed the tackle. It still would have been a really good game, but at least would have given them a chance on 3rd down to get off the field. They're unable to do so. Jackson Arnold continues to send people all over the field, and he gets that tossed out. Nice tackle by Despani. My controller batteries are about to die. Let me just go ahead and change that. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies for that. 2nd and 3 here for Oklahoma. Jackson Arnold. It's a little RPO action. That ball's picked off. Really good response. That's Lou Tillery. This Tulane defense trying to keep an offense that has not put any points on the board, trying to keep them into the game. And that will definitely quiet the crowd here. But the offense has got to take advantage of that. It's a carry to Hughes. Hughes tried to bounce it a couple different directions. Just doesn't have any room to make things happen. As David Stone gets the tackle there, Ty Thompson. Let's see what this offense can come up with. He does get the ball out to Preston quickly. Preston gets up the field, a huge gain. Almost to the Oklahoma 30. Really taking advantage of some off-field coverage and then utilizing his speed. And it looks like Tulane's going to go 5 wide. His team has a lot of confidence in Ty Thompson. Let's see if he can make them feel good about it. He gets a throw. Nice catch to Bauman there. 12 of 15. Again, does have the interception by Ty Thompson to show it at this moment. It's not going to be too big for him. It's big. Trust me, without any question. He takes it, dumps it off to Bauman again. Just wanted to get the ball out quick. Easy gain of 4. This would be huge if Tulane can punch this one in to the end zone. Ty Thompson takes the snap. Hughes just is struggling to get going. Does gain maybe a yard there. This is definitely a tough look for Tulane here, 3rd and 5. He takes the snap. They set up the screen. Can he get up the field? He does. It's a first down. It's got to be a first down. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. That one was a little closer than I think what I originally thought it was going to be. We have Clayton Johnson now. Comes in for Hughes. Ty Thompson. It's a direct snap. And Clayton Johnson again continues to find the end zone. I think that's his 4th score of the season. Really nice response from Tulane there. Got Tillery with the interception after Ty Thompson was picked off the possession before, and they make it up. Tulane's offense finally gets on the board here with about 3 minutes left in the first half. But now you're in a dangerous spot if you are Tulane. So Oklahoma now certainly has plenty of time to score here, and they do start off the second half with the ball. So this is a crucial spot, and that is not a good. Oh, it's a fumble! Tulane has the ball. Anderson with the recovery. And the Oklahoma crowd is silent. Geiger with the fumble forced. Really nice play there. Let's take a better look at this one. Yeah, we see a really nice run from Sawchuk. I was talking about how that was not exactly the start that they wanted, but it's just a strip. It's just a strip out. We see Geiger come in there, and he just takes it out of Sawchuk's hands. And if you are, if you're Tulane, this feels like a play to take a shot, right? While you have the defense off kilter, and he's going to take a shot. Mario Williams with a touchdown. Tulane strikes again. A one-play shoot the arrow. The Green Wave have taken their first lead in Norman, Oklahoma. Coach Will Brown talks about, trying to take advantage of the catching the defense off guard. They don't try to throw the ball deep too much, but I don't know that you could have really asked for a better time to do so. Really, really nice turn of events there, as now, barring a catastrophic end to this first half, you feel good heading into the second half. Tulane playing a bit above their weight class here with Oklahoma, but this is a Tulane program that's been so good the past couple of years that, they remain confident, and that is another big carry for Sawchuk, trying to make up for the fumble. And that is another nice carry for Sawchuk. He does get wrapped up there, but it is a gain of 6. At some point, you almost want to see whether or not Tulane starts becoming a little bit more aggressive with their blitz, their blitz calls, trying to shoot the right gap. It's kind of against the mantra that Coach Brown likes to utilize. He wants his front to make plays. Oh, and he is able to get that one out. Wow, no, he gets stopped. That's going to be a 4th and 1 heading into the 2-minute warning. Oh, they're going to punt it. Okay. Let's see if they run the clock down to the 2-minute warning, though. Nope, they do not. They are punting it away. Let's see if that one's going to work out. Tulane starts off the ball at the 16-yard line. So, got 3 timeouts to work with, and the 2-minute warning. He's going to fire that one in. A really good throw to Preston. Impressive throw from Ty Thompson. Sees Preston get off. They tried to send the safety, it looked like, on a blitz there. And now Tulane seemed to kind of get going. He was able to maneuver that ball around the linebacker. It's a handoff to Hughes. Hughes breaks it back. Really nice run there. Gain of 7. Ty Thompson, this Tulane offense They take the snap. He's going to get that ball out, and that's incomplete. Not a good job there on the sideline by the receiver. Probably could have done something a little better with that to make sure he gets his feet in bounds. Does happen sometimes as you're dealing with, some guys that haven't played a whole lot of high-level football, but that's Mekhi Hughes. Really nice little slip screen to get the first down. It also stops the clock. They're really trying everything they can to keep this crowd from getting involved. This has been about as good a start as you could have asked for from Tulane. He's able to dump the ball off to Brown. Brown gets up the field. It's going to be a 2nd and 1. Again, no reason to be. Still got all 3 timeouts. Minute and a half left. He takes a direct snap, does Hughes. He gets the first down. This team is trying to attack, and they're trying to attack quickly. Ty Thompson just going to drop this one off. Unable to shake the defender. We're going to get our first time out there. Got about a minute and 12 seconds, I believe, left. Tried to go see if he could find a hole down the field with the vertical shots. No reason to press it with it not coming open. A good decision there by Ty Thompson. Thompson takes the snap. He's going to dump this one out to Hughes. Quickly, Hughes able to break the tackle from number 12, the quarterback, and it is a first down. Tulane just in rhythm. Ty Thompson trying to make really quick reads here. He takes the snap. Going to dump it out again to Hughes. Hughes is going to gain 7, get out of bounds. We're less than a minute left in the first half. What a start for Tulane. Knock on wood, obviously. As soon as you get in the red zone, the crowd obviously tries to jump it up a little bit. Ty Thompson takes the snap. Hughes is able to get the first down thanks to taking a hit there. Pushes him forward. Gets the ball out to Hughes. Hughes is just working on this drive. We got Jaron Kanak, one of their better defenders, is hurt, and that will stop the clock and gives Tulane a chance to kind of figure out what they want to do here. Just don't want to make the crucial mistake. That's the biggest thing, right? He tries to get the ball out of Clayton Johnson. That's a loss of 5. That's going to count actually against the rushing stats. We will see Tulane take a timeout. You know the crowd is going to come alive now on this play. Let's see what look. They give us a too high safety look. Look who it is. It's a touchdown. Free with the score. What a first half for the Tulane Green Wave. Ty Thompson already 250 yards passing. And now 2 scores, 13 plays. I believe it was 84 yards. Ty Thompson is making really quick decisions, finding the holes in this Sooner secondary, making the quick passes and making them pay as Tatum takes it out to about the 16-yard line. Not a great return, the 14-yard line, excuse me. Jackson Arnold out with a 4-wide set here. They're going to try to set up the screen, but it's blown up in the backfield. I believe that is Rogers. Let me double check my chart. Really, yes, that is Chris Rogers, the super talented freshman. He read that like sophomore. He read that like a book. Made the plays. That's a nice little pass there. In the first half, in Tulane up 21-7. I wouldn't say firmly in control, but they have done an excellent job. They're outplaying Oklahoma here, and they're controlling the ball, which is what Coach Brown really wanted to do. They have thrown, gotten the interception for Tyler Thompson. Luckily, Lou Tillery was able to get one back, and they just keep right on playing along. 21-7, a huge first half lead. The key is obviously, can you continue to do so? Whew. Tulane kicks it off. Will be into the end zone, and Tatum will take this one out. He does not. He kneels it down. 21-7, Jackson Arnold and this Oklahoma offense has really only had one good possession. They've kind of been stalling a little bit since the interception. They also fumbled the ball from Sawchuk, so back-to-back possessions were excellent for the Tulane defense. Oklahoma a little stuck in the mud right now, but this is obviously a quick striking offense. Arnold puts his tight end out in motion, and it is a play action, and he's going to get sacked. Looks like it was Grubbs and Jenkins. Now we have a 3rd and 8, 5 wide. Oklahoma really, that ball, oh my gosh. Machado has missed 2 would-be interceptions, just a half tick too slow. Trying to get over there. Oklahoma has gotten away with a couple of throws. He does find his receiver there, Burks, for a 1st down catch. And all of a sudden, Oklahoma is trying to get rolling again. That ball is picked off. He threw it right to Machado. The Tulane defense has forced 3 turnovers. As we are early in the 3rd quarter, Jackson Arnold has gotten away with 2 throws towards Machado's way. He was not able to get away with a 3rd. Jesus Machado, the senior, he threw that ball right to him. A really nice read by Machado. Put himself in a good spot. As we can see, Mekhi Hughes is a little banged up. May see a little bit more Clayton Johnson here for a little bit. Ty Thompson. This is not a full, chew clock spot for Tulane, but a really nice run. Clayton Johnson breaks to the open field. He's going to get it inside the 10 before he gets run out of bounds. Tulane. What a run. Let's show me a replay. Just an excellent read by Clayton Johnson. Great run blocking. He finds the hole. He cuts it just outside the safety there. 51 yards, didn't quite have the juice, but takes it inside the 10. Wow, Tulane feeling excellent if they can get a score here. As we got Arnold Barnes in, the 3rd string running back. Ty Thompson letting this one run down a little bit. He hands it off. Barnes makes a cut up the middle inside the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now we see Mekhi Hughes come out here for his 1st snap of the 2nd half. Oklahoma looks like their main focus is going to be stopping the run. Let's see. And they do just decide to run it, and he gets stuffed. Do not turn the ball over. Do not turn the ball over. If it's not there, it's not there. You can almost hear Coach Brown screaming that to his quarterback. Ty Thompson, 5 wide, 3rd and goal. The stadium is rocking. Ty Thompson going to try to scramble. He gets to the 1, unable to score. Do you go for it here? I think you take a look at Oklahoma's setup, because this is the type of play that could be a dagger. It's a 2 tight end set, 2 wide receivers to the left. Hughes in the backfield with Thompson. The crowd is begging their defense for a stop. 4th and goal. Tulane hikes the ball. Hughes in for the touchdown. A 3-score lead for your Tulane Green Waves. With 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, an absolutely fantastic start for Tulane coming off the loss, and Oklahoma is reeling in this game. A 3-score lead. Midway through the 3rd quarter, the kick is good. If you're Oklahoma, you're Jackson Arnold, You've got to go score this possession. Because I can promise you that Tulane is going to try to run a little bit more of the clock out. Jackson Arnold in the shotgun. He hands the ball off to Sawchuk. Great, excellent blocking, but he does finally get tackled there by Geiger and Tillery. But the clock is moving. Obviously, this fast-paced offense is built for these situations. You know, they don't waste a whole lot of time. It's another run. Jesus Machado is able to cut him down. A gain of 6, though, as Sawchuk goes over the century mark with that carry. Jackson Arnold, a 3 wide receiver set. Oh, and it's a bad snap. Rubs. Nobody picks up. Jenkins picks it up. The big man is going to take it in. The bad snap goes over Jackson Arnold's head. Tulane with the scoop and score from Jenkins. The big man celebrates with his teammates. And Oklahoma, this fan base is just in shock. How that happens, I don't know. It just goes through Arnold's hands. He tries to get the read too close. He was trying to make the read option before he got a handle on the ball. It shoots off his hands. And that might be the dagger, ladies and gentlemen. What was already going to be a tough comeback for Oklahoma is now almost insurmountable. I just want to see if I can get, yeah. Sorry, trying to get a little thing for the thumbnail, but Tulane 35-7. Would not shock me if we start to see the Oklahoma fan base start to settle out, try to beat the traffic. If Oklahoma doesn't get a score here super quick. Arnold with Tatum in the backfield, and it's dropped back. That ball's almost picked off. A heck of a throw there from Arnold. Puts that into Burks between 3 defenders. Arnold got Sawchuk with him in the backfield. Arnold takes the snap. It is a deep handoff. Really nice run by Sawchuk. Again, the defense here for Tulane is struggling to stop the run. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But they have created 3 turnovers, but have gotten a 4th one with the bad snap exchange between Arnold and his center on the last possession. 35-7 Tulane. I mean, what has happened to this football game as Oklahoma got out to a 7-0 start early on in the second quarter. And Tulane has rattled off 35 straight points with help with 4 turnovers. That's a heck of a throw, and Burks is going to score. Heck of a play there. The quick strike offense does strike for Oklahoma as they try to get back into this game by any means. 35-14 though still for Tulane. Got just a couple of minutes left here in the third quarter. Again, the game is not over. You feel good if you're Tulane, but Oklahoma's ability to score with a quick strike offense is definitely something to worry about. Now, what do we get out of this Tulane offense? They've had so much more success, I think, than I was expecting running the football. Ty Thompson, Clayton Johnson. It's another good carry. Clayton Johnson is just feasting on this Sooners defense. 5 carries, 63 yards, and a score. Gets a nice first down there. As we see Ty Thompson letting the clock tick down just a little bit. Tulane desperately wants to get back in the win column. It's a handoff. Clayton Johnson, gain of 5. He has had an excellent day so far. 2nd and 5 now for the Tulane offense. Ty Thompson in the shotgun, 3 wide to his right. He takes the snap. It's a screen to Hughes. He's able to dump it off, and really good blocking. Hughes with a nice juke. Gonna get almost to midfield. Ty Thompson had the huge first half despite the interception. Leaned a little bit more on the run game here in the second half now that they built a bit of the lead. Not a lot of bodies here in the Oklahoma front. Ty Thompson letting the clock run a little bit. It's a direct snap to Hughes. Hughes able to fall forward. He's taking some shots in this game. He is doing everything he can to stay out there for his teammates. We now have less than 2 minutes in the third quarter. Ty Thompson, Clayton Johnson back out there. And if you're Oklahoma, you know where this ball is going. Can you stop it? Clayton Johnson, gain of 4. It's a 3rd and 1. If you're Tulane, is there any reason not to go back to the well? Them utilizing these 4 wide receiver splits has put Oklahoma in a bad spot, and a deep handoff. Clayton Johnson and this Tulane offensive line are having their way. Oklahoma is essentially begging for a turnover. Ty Thompson takes the snap. He's going to get a good pass off, and it is complete. Preston, 8 catches, 118 yards after 7 catches for over 100 yards last week. Oklahoma just does not seem to have the answer so far in this one. Again, a 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the right for Thompson. Mekhi Hughes back out there. Hughes is going to get the handoff. Breaks the first tackle, a gain of 4. Hughes is up to 62 yards and a score, and this one has had a good impact in the receiving game as well. If Tulane can get another score here, they would have to feel good about their chances. Ty Thompson's able to avoid the pressure, and he slides maybe a little bit early, almost a first down. Had pressure coming from the backside there, but he's able to step up in the pocket. Tulane, 3 wide to Thompson's right, and it goes straight to Hughes. Hughes slides inside the 5 down to about the 2-yard line, and that will finish out the third quarter. Tulane in position to make this a 4-touchdown game yet again. Tulane struggled to run the ball consistently last week with Hughes, though Clayton Johnson had a solid game. Both backs have done very well today. What do they do to try to get the score here? Come out in the same formation. Ty Thompson with Hughes in the backfield. He takes the snap. Ty Thompson straight ahead, and he walks in. Shoot the arrow, young man. And that might be night-night for the Oklahoma Sooners. What a game for the Tulane Green Wave. Tulane again kicks it off. Ooh, a nice open field tackle there. Oklahoma just in full. Arnold sets back with a good throw. I believe that was to Burks there, a gain of 9. All this might be too little, too late. And Burks again is able to make a move. Tulane kind of playing a bit on their heels there. Less than 7.5 minutes left in this game. Jackson Arnold takes the snap and gets sacked. Grubbs has had a great game getting pressure on the quarterback. He's up to 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss in this one. Arnold takes the snap. He's got Tatum to his back. Oh, and they try to set up the screen. Does get it out there, but it gets cleaned up there with Rogers with the punishing tackle there at the end. 3rd and 11. Let's see if Tulane can get a stop here. And they do, but you know that Oklahoma is definitely going for this one. Oklahoma's got to make sure they get the right play call here. They've ran the ball well. Kind of would think they would go with that. And it's RPO. Only one guy really out there trying to cover 2 as the defense was looking for the run, but Jake Roberts was able to make the catch and get the first down there for Oklahoma. Arnold in the shotgun. He takes the snap. It's a handoff, but it gets run down. Grubbs, again, an excellent game. Takes down Tatum in the backfield. Oklahoma, they don't have but so many more times they can run the football unless they're just conceding the game. Sawchuk does get a first down. That'll stop the clock at least temporarily. I mean, but that's the thing. If your runs are not gaining first downs, you're just letting this time run out that you don't have. You don't have it. Arnold puts his tight end in motion. It is a read option, and he's able to score. Oklahoma does get back on the board there with a nice Jackson Arnold read option. It looks like it is going to be a now 3-touchdown game. If Tulane can get one more drive, didn't think about the onside kick. That is on me as the head coach. Got to think Tulane needs one more good drive, a couple of first downs, really try to run out the clock. Just because that's kind of my plan. I know it's the Peter doesn't start doing it until a little bit later in the game, but so that we're not just sitting here watching me watch the clock roll down. Put on the chew clock. Ty Thompson with Clayton Johnson beside him. It's a carry, it's a run, it's a gain of 5. Clayton Johnson has proven that, he can take the additional carries. If Hughes needs the break, he has been just outstanding so far this year. It's another carry for Johnson. He just meets his defender in the hole. Only a gain of 1 there. We're now going to be less than 5 minutes left here in this one. A first down would be huge for Tulane because a stop allows Oklahoma to maybe get the momentum back. But, and he had his receiver open, but Ty Thompson just did not get the throw off, and he gets sacked. He had Preston break over the middle, but didn't get the throw off. 4 minutes left. You're still up 3 scores, so you feel okay, but the defense, man, a stop would be huge here. Have to think this is going to be pretty much an all-out passing attack. Is that Machado almost again is able to get to that pass, but it's over his head as Patrick Jenkins is hurt. Certainly not what you want to see if you're a Tulane fan. And I'm sure the Sooners don't want anybody hurt, but anytime you can take Jenkins off the field, that helps out, the offense. That is another quick pass out there from Arnold. Arnold comes out again, the hurry up. They base their entire offense around this. Arnold takes the snap. It's a run to Sawchuk, and he gets met. Gain of about 3. The hurry up that they're so used to running really gives them a chance to get plays in, not allow a lot of the clock to run down, especially when they're getting first down. Snap ball is over the middle, but he does get wrapped up. That's tight end Roberts with another catch. Arnold are about the 3.5-minute mark. A score here would certainly create some anxiety. He does get the ball out to Sawchuk. A nice open field tackle there, but it is a first down nonetheless. Let's see what Tulane tries to do to get a stop here. It's a dump off to, I believe that's Anderson, for a first down. 3 minutes left. Just do not allow the score. Try to make Oklahoma take as much of the clock as they have to get the stop. He dumps it off to the running back. Sawchuk gets bottled up by a crew of defenders. 2nd and 3. Again, just do not allow the quick strike score. Make them run the clock off. Arnold trying to find somebody, and he gets sacked. He holds on to the ball entirely too long. That is a really bad sack to take. I believe that was Huntington on the sack. Arnold takes it. He's going to drop it off to Roberts, his tight end. At least makes this a 4th and manageable, but you're closing in here on the 2-minute warning. Still down 3 scores. Tulane. He's going to try to dump it off. And it's incomplete. Tulane. I think that will pretty much seal the deal. Oklahoma down 3 scores, 2 minutes left. I mean, this would be, among the craziest comebacks ever. We're now at the 2-minute warning. We'll leave Patrick Jenkins out until he's ready. We'll let Freelo play a little bit. Should the defense go back out on the field, a 2nd and 6. Clayton Johnson gets the ball, bounces it outside, tries to slide in, and that's a first down, and that's a huge one. Clayton Johnson is now hurt. He's been so good for this Tulane offense so far this year. He's now over 100 yards, crossed the century mark with that carry. Certainly hope he is okay. Arnold Barnes now coming out to take the snap. He gets the ball. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1. I think you have to expect Mekhi Hughes, and yes, Hughes is out there. He's a little banged up. Oklahoma just letting the clock run. Hughes doesn't get a whole lot there. David Stone gets hurt there for Oklahoma. I think that's going to stop the clock, but Oklahoma is just letting things run down anyway. This is conceding defeat. So regardless here, a lot of the clock will run down. Ty Thompson just hands it off to Hughes. Hughes gets tackled. Gain of 4. And now we will sit here and let the clock run as Tulane is going to move to 2-1 on the season with a huge upset over number 11 Oklahoma. And now as Tulane is getting close to entering into conference play, you know that they feel good about where they stand. I think that's now they have a big, huge out-of-conference win. This team is set up to if they, can take this momentum into conference play, why could they not, be playing in the playoff? Why could they not be the highest ranked, one of the top 5 highest ranked conference players is Tillery, almost with an interception. But you don't necessarily have to be a top 12 team. You just have to be one of the 5 highest conference champions. And I would think with a win like this, if they can take this forward again, I think there's plenty of reason to think that Tulane could be playing in the college football playoff. Like, I know that's crazy to say when you think about the parameters around it now. I mean, this is the kind of win as that ball gets knocked away by Magruder. You know, Tulane now, again, I would think would be probably the best team in the American. If not, I mean, they match up well with anybody. That ball is also knocked away by Magruder. Back-to-back really good plays there by the cornerback. 12 seconds left. We're playing for stats now. Tulane is obviously still trying to keep Oklahoma from scoring. As that ball is complete, Oklahoma just delaying the inevitable with another timeout. This was a really excellent performance by the Tulane defense. I mean, they've given up 3 scores, obviously, but forcing 3 turnovers and then getting the gift of the bad snap exchange for a touchdown, as that is now the 5th turnover with an interception to close the game. Tulane with a 3-touchdown victory in Norman, Oklahoma, and you see the faces of the crowd there. It's Jack T with the interception to close out the game. Again, just playing for stats, and that one actually worked out in Tulane's favor. A huge upset, a huge rebound performance from Tulane after the loss last week, as Ty Thompson, player of the game, 278 yards. Look at that completion percentage with 3 scores, one of those being on the ground. Man, great performance. And that touchdown, you know, to Williams was kind of like the dagger. They had just gotten the fumble from Sawchuk. They take the shot to Williams over the top the first play, and it works out. And they score 42-21. That should also do huge things for recruiting. I mean, Oklahoma outgained Tulane. But the turnovers were the difference. You know, Thompson turned the ball over 1 time. Oklahoma did it 4 times. I guess they're not counting the bad snap situation as a turnover, but really 5 turnovers for Tulane. Take a look at Tulane's stats here. 25 of 29 for Ty Thompson, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's good, man. He's good. Huge, 20 carries, 72 yards, and a score. Clayton Johnson got a little banged up at the end, but he has been just so ferocious as a running back. 12 for 104 and a score. Ty Thompson did have the rushing touchdown. The late sack really kind of hurt his yards there. And Arnold Barnes, 2 carries, 9 yards. Hughes also had 9 catches for 60 yards. I know he had one drive. He had like 3 or 4 catches in a 5 or 6 play span. Just kept feeding him. Shaz Preston continues to be oppressive. 8 for 118. Ballman 2 for 21. Mario Williams 2 for 44. And the score, Brown 2 for 10. No drops in this game. So huge for him. Creed 1 for 13. And the touchdown, and Clayton Johnson, did have 1 for 12. Defensively, Rogers, the sophomore, 12 tackles and a tackle for loss. Espani, 13 tackles. Grubbs with a huge game, 6 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Let's see. Patrick Jenkins, 3 tackles for loss, a sack and a half. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. Had Huntington here, also with 2 tackles for loss and a sack. Really nice game by Jenkins. I mean, that's just, and did have Angelo Anderson with a half sack. Interceptions, we had Jack T, had Tillery, and you had Machado. Machado almost had like 4 picks in this one. Certainly could have had 3. Just wasn't quite able to get in position, but he did make 1 count. Let's take a quick look at Oklahoma. Jackson Arnold, 28 of 35, 332, 2 tutties, but 3 interceptions. I mean, he took some gambles. He could have easily had more interceptions, but had a couple of just really nice throws. Don't think this was as bad a performance as the 3 interceptions make you think. Running the ball, Tulane is struggling to stop the run. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Sawchuk, 18 for 135. Arnold did have the rushing touchdown. Tatum, 5 for 31. Deion Burks had a huge game, 7 for 135, 2 scores. Roberts, 53 yards on 5 catches. Tatum did have 16 yards on 4 catches. Andrell Anthony, 4 for 41. Nick Anderson, 3 catches, 45 yards. Farouk, 3 for 29. They kind of kept him shut down. Let's kind of see if anybody really stands out. I mean, Kip Lewis, huge game. 16 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and he did have the interception. Stutzman, 15 tackles. Spears Jennings with 12. Again, Lewis with the 2 tackles for loss. Ford and Williams here with tackles for losses. And we had Ford with the sack, and again, Lewis with the lone interception. What a game. What a game for Tulane. Huge, 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 huge bounce back after the loss to Kansas State in week 2. As we are now a level 5 coach. We get our plus 10 points, and I am going to utilize that. Oh, I guess it's making way till the next one. I'll advance the week. We'll upgrade the coach. We'll go over the score, see if anything changes here with recruiting. Live. First for a lot of guys, as you see, including a 4-star championship contender. Yeah, stadium exposure is down for some reason. I guess it's because we didn't play at home. Stadium atmosphere, not exposure. Sorry, guys. Again, we're in a very good spot to get this 4-star safety in Jeremiah Jolly. I would be shocked, really and truly. Tyler Grubbs. We've had the American Defensive Player of the Week, week 1, week 2, and now week 3. Love it, especially since his team. And look, he's the National Defensive Player of the Week. Excellent job from Grubbs there. I think that's the second time we've gotten that, actually. I believe Jenkins was the National Player of the Week in week 1. Tulane still not ranked, but at 2-1, we will upgrade our coach. Right now, I'm still just trying to really go into recruiter. I want my points to matter. Let's do along the defensive line. Let's do most influential there. We'll do most influential at offensive line. Those are kind of our 2 biggest position at need. As far as recruiting right now, and obviously we've already done the quarterback there. I'm trying to decide on what I think I want to do as far as once I branch out from the recruiting, because, you know, really once you fill this top 8 out right here, you can't do anything until you sign the 2 top 5 recruiting classes, which I'm not really planning. I would love to, but I'm not expecting to, I guess I should say. I think I want to go with motivator. But then you have to think about how many guys you really think are going to get drafted to start really running up in the XP for that. So is tactician a little better? So we'll see. I mean, maybe, you know, the architect would probably be a nice thing to get eventually. But we will, you know, think some of this stuff is going to take a little bit longer to get, right? Really, you'd almost have to, I mean, really architect would probably be almost, you know, it would take a long time to get that. So maybe you do, I would say motivator and then hope to eventually get this talent developer, because it's kind of the in-between, right? So we're going to focus on this, on recruiting, until I get a couple of, I would say at least 2 points into all of these, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, huge win. Let's take a look at scores among the top 25. So just while we're here, I'd like to see if we were, more information. Others receiving votes. We did not even didn't receive any votes, or at least we're not high enough up there to be considered. Again, having the loss early kind of sucks, but huge win for us. I'll take it. The rest will take care of itself. Michigan barely survives Arkansas State. Their defense gets up 47 points to a team that's now 0-3. LSU gets beaten at South Carolina. Nebraska is still taking care of business. Ole Miss 28-21. Nice bounce back for nice start for the Rebels. They're up to number 3. Texas 30 loses to UTSA. Texas now at 1-2. 35-32 win for UTSA. Alabama barely gets out of Wisconsin with a victory. Miami taking care of business. Kansas State continues, their good start. Well, they continue to improve after a really bad start when they lost to the Pandas from FCS in week 1 with a nice 2-score win there. Yeah, Tulane, huge win, huge win, huge win. Kansas 29-26 over UNLV. Georgia 35-31 at Kentucky. Boston College goes to Missouri, gets a huge win against what was a top 10 Missouri team, I believe. Oklahoma State, huge win over Tulsa. Virginia Tech into the top 25, barely survives Old Dominion there. Florida State 27-16, nice bounce back for them. Utah 38-20 over Utah State. Notre Dame wins by 10 against Purdue. Tennessee 42-16 over Kent State. Oregon trounces Oregon State 49-17. And Washington wins the Apple Cup 45-42. Let's go. I mean, just a huge win, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back with a little bit of a slightly less exciting matchup here with the Raging Cajuns. But if you catch this on Twitch, you like what you're seeing, please follow, leave me feedback. More than welcome to hop in the chat. If you're catching this on YouTube and you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Give me all the feedback, guys. Again, I'm very new to this. I think at this point I'll have like 10, maybe 11 videos out at most. Just let me know if there's anything I can work on. I'm really enjoying kind of taking this plunge into YouTube, having a lot of fun with the new game. And at the time you're seeing this on YouTube, I'll be, I think this will be like a Friday kind of coming out thing. So I'm a little bit ahead. I'm recording this on a Saturday. I'm trying to stay like, a week ahead the best that I can. Work can be hectic, but I'm, got a little nice little streak here as the game drops. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Catch you guys next time.